the new god of financial wisdom, the new gods of financial wisdoms, a new god of financial wisdom, the new goddess of financial wisdom, the new goddesses of financial wisdoms, a new goddess of financial wisdom, the old god of financial wisdom, the old gods of financial wisdoms, a old god of financial wisdom, the old goddess of financial wisdom, the old goddesses of financial wisdoms, a old goddess of financial wisdom, the greater god of financial wisdom, the greater gods of financial wisdoms, a greater god of financial wisdom, the greater goddess of financial wisdom, the greater goddesses of financial wisdoms, a greater goddess of financial wisdom, the lesser god of financial wisdom, the lesser gods of financial wisdoms, a lesser god of financial wisdom, the lesser goddess of financial wisdom, the lesser goddesses of financial wisdoms, a lesser goddess of financial wisdom, the greater spirit of financial wisdom, the greater spirits of financial wisdoms, a greater spirit of financial wisdom, the lesser spirit of financial wisdom, the lesser spirits of financial wisdoms, a lesser spirit of financial wisdom, the major god of financial wisdom, the major gods of financial wisdoms, a major god of financial wisdom, the major goddess of financial wisdom, the major goddesses of financial wisdoms, a major goddess of financial wisdom, the minor god of financial wisdom, the minor gods of financial wisdoms, a minor god of financial wisdom, the minor goddess of financial wisdom, the minor goddesses of financial wisdoms, a minor goddess of financial wisdom, the superior god of financial wisdom, the superior gods of financial wisdoms, a superior god of financial wisdom, the superior goddess of financial wisdom, the superior goddesses of financial wisdoms, a superior goddess of financial wisdom, the inferior god of financial wisdom, the inferior gods of financial wisdoms, a inferior god of financial wisdom, the inferior goddess of financial wisdom, the inferior goddesses of financial wisdoms, a inferior goddess of financial wisdom, the ancestor god of financial wisdom, the ancestor gods of financial wisdoms, a ancestor god of financial wisdom, the ancestor goddess of financial wisdom, the ancestor goddesses of financial wisdoms, a ancestor goddess of financial wisdom, the ascendant god of financial wisdom, the ascendant gods of financial wisdoms, a ascendant god of financial wisdom, the ascendant goddess of financial wisdom, the ascendant goddesses of financial wisdoms, a ascendant goddess of financial wisdom, the descendant god of financial wisdom, the descendant gods of financial wisdoms, a descendant god of financial wisdom, the descendant goddess of financial wisdom, the descendant goddesses of financial wisdoms, a descendant goddess of financial wisdom, the transcendent god of financial wisdom, the transcendent gods of financial wisdoms, a transcendent god of financial wisdom, the transcendent goddess of financial wisdom, the transcendent goddesses of financial wisdoms, a transcendent goddess of financial wisdom, the future god of financial wisdom, the future gods of financial wisdoms, a future god of financial wisdom, the future goddess of financial wisdom, the future goddesses of financial wisdoms, a future goddess of financial wisdom, the present god of financial wisdom, the present gods of financial wisdoms, a present god of financial wisdom, the present goddess of financial wisdom, the present goddesses of financial wisdoms, a present goddess of financial wisdom, the past god of financial wisdom, the past gods of financial wisdoms, a past god of financial wisdom, the past goddess of financial wisdom, the past goddesses of financial wisdoms, a past goddess of financial wisdom, the god of financial wisdom, the gods of financial wisdoms, a god of financial wisdom, the goddess of financial wisdom, the goddesses of financial wisdoms, a goddess of financial wisdom, the half god of financial wisdom, the half gods of financial wisdoms, a half god of financial wisdom, the half goddess of financial wisdom, the half goddesses of financial wisdoms, a half goddess of financial wisdom, the vessel of financial wisdom, the vessels of financial wisdoms, a vessel of financial wisdom, the person of financial wisdom, the persons of financial wisdoms, a person of financial wisdom, the image of financial wisdom, the images of financial wisdoms, a image of financial wisdom, the imagination of financial wisdom, the imaginations of financial wisdoms, a imagination of financial wisdom, the belief of financial wisdom, the beliefs of financial wisdoms, a belief of financial wisdom, the thought of financial wisdom, the thoughts of financial wisdoms, a thought of financial wisdom, the word of financial wisdom, the words of financial wisdoms, a word of financial wisdom, the action of financial wisdom, the actions of financial wisdoms, a action of financial wisdom, the reaction of financial wisdom, the reactions of financial wisdoms, a reaction of financial wisdom, the situation of financial wisdom, the situations of financial wisdoms, a situation of financial wisdom, the circumstance of financial wisdom, the circumstances of financial wisdoms, a circumstance of financial wisdom, the relationship of financial wisdom, the relationships of financial wisdoms, a relationship of financial wisdom, the number of financial wisdom, the numbers of financial wisdoms, a number of financial wisdom, the formula of financial wisdom, the formulas of financial wisdoms, a formula of financial wisdom, the equation of financial wisdom, the equations of financial wisdoms, a equation of financial wisdom, the symbol of financial wisdom, the symbols of financial wisdoms, a symbol of financial wisdom, the color of financial wisdom, the colors of financial wisdoms, a color of financial wisdom, the thing of financial wisdom, the things of financial wisdoms, a thing of financial wisdom, the way of financial wisdom, the ways of financial wisdoms, a way of financial wisdom, the place of financial wisdom, the places of financial wisdoms, a place of financial wisdom, the time of financial wisdom, the times of financial wisdoms, a time of financial wisdom, the event of financial wisdom, the events of financial wisdoms, a event of financial wisdom, the result of financial wisdom, the results of financial wisdoms, a result of financial wisdom,